Hello everybody, I'm Loboroda and I just want to play a bit the Heart of Searching Flames event. So I'll do the EX stages in challenge mode and just show you how I do them, and if you can do it in challenge mode you can do it in the normal mode as well. So let's jump into stage 6 right away. So these are the operators I'll be using. Siege and Texas will give me the DP that I need for the start. They're not that important, you can replace them with other stronger or strong vanguards, that's perfectly fine. Shining is my dedicated healer for my main defense line. Shen is a catch operator basically. She will be right at the end and catch everybody that's still en route to my goal, and I have her stun on ability on it. But that can be Milanta, that can be any other strong guard character. Then we have Ejavjatla. She will just chip away. You can replace her with a lot of different characters that just deal damage over a range. Shirayuku could also work, Ifrit if you have, or other operators. Amiya would also be fine here. Cylon, just to get a bit rid of the stun. Everybody can get her from the event and she has a great range. Silver Ash is probably the most important character in this squad because he will clean a lot of waves with his true Silver Slash. Angelina I actually don't even use. I just have her in there for good measure. Hoshiguma is my dedicated defender. She's so strong, especially combined with the Shining defense buff. Then Platinum is my dedicated damage dealer in the main row that I'm going to defend. As you can see, I have her maxed out. I love Platinum. She's a great character and her increased range can do a lot for us here. And Weedy and Lapland are actually characters that I newly got and I just want to use them a bit. Lapland can be easily replaced with any defender, just there to soak up a bit of damage, and Weedy I just wanted to bring her in, but can also be replaced by someone like Frost Nova or Cutter or any other guard that you like. Alright, let's start. Okay, so for this stage I start with Siege on the middle lane where the first wave of enemies will come. Next up, I wait to deploy Texas, and she's pretty much, it doesn't really matter where she's deployed, nobody will come at the bottom lane. If you don't have a strong enough Vanguard, you can put another Vanguard right behind Siege. Then I put my Platinum next to him, so she can shoot away at all the enemies coming there, and when her skill activates she can shoot further. Shining behind, so she can heal all of them in front of her and gives her defense up to the people that needs them when later waves hit. Then I deploy Silver Ash right behind so he can chip away at the enemies blocked in the first row. Then I put Ejavjatla up here so she can shoot down. I put her second skill on here because her fire actually doesn't make much sense. She can only hit a couple of enemies there. It's usually wasted potential. But her second skill is an AoE damage. So later on when more enemies will drop, she can hit more enemies at once. Next I put Cylon on the right side so she can heal and get rid a bit of the stun, and I put a block right next to the entrance in the middle. So all the runners will have to come down. Next up I put Weedy behind Silver Ash, and you can deploy a lot of different operators on this spot. I just like her because I just got her and want to use her a bit. Next up, Shen right over Silver Ash in front of the exit so that the runners will be killed there if they're not captured already. Then I'll replace Siege with Hoshiguma and take away Texas to get Lapland out. Now the deployment is kinda important at this point because I want the archers to focus fire on Lapland, not on Hoshiguma, and they will always focus fire on the last deployed person in their range. So Lapland is actually just a arrow sponge at that point. You can put in, probably better is a defend operator, so the damage is not as high, but I just want Lapland to hit from time to time. It's not really that needed in this stage, but I just like to use her. So now all the enemies will have to go through that line. And the most dangerous one are those runners, because they ignore my blockers. And we don't care about the first one, he will be catched early on. We don't really care about the second one, because Chen will easily take care of him. But now there's already quite a bunch of people at Hoshiguma, 2 runners are coming, so now's the point I activate Silver Ash with his True Silver Slash, and he just goes nuts and kills everything in front of him. Notice that Hoshiguma with Shining is just an absolute unit. Like, in terms of damage, nearly nothing will break through. I also have her Thorns on, so that's usually a good call here. Her skill 3 is also pretty good, especially with all of those enemies in front of him, but I just like the Thorns passive on her. So there's another wave of runners coming, so I put the gun down from Weedy. Depending what kind of operator you have, you can use other stuff, like Midnight could also be pretty good there, and he chips away. But you really want to have someone who can do AoE damage in this scenario. And the shoot from the cannon is enough to get rid of them. Now there are also enemies coming from behind, which is not really that bad because they don't do a lot of damage. They have this annoying skill of reducing the block by 1, but it doesn't really matter at that point. Luckily only 1 runner at a time is coming, so Chen will always catch that runner. She has her stun, so every 5th hit is a stun. And once the cannon is ready again, we deploy it at the back and we activate her skill. So those 2 runners that were coming are shot away, and the rest doesn't really matter. Once again, they don't do much damage to the ones from the back, and Xian and Silvash will take care of them. Now another set of runners is coming, and the gun was still there to shoot this one away, but Xian would have caught it anyway. And now we just wait a couple of seconds to activate Silver Slash, and he will take care of everything that's now coming. And now it's just those 2 units that we need to take care of. And that is my version of EX-6 challenge mode in Hearts of Searching Flame event.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, that was my run of challenge mode stage EX-6 of the Hearts of Searching Flames event. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some ideas how you might be able to get that stage done on your own. And I'll upload the other stages as well the next days. And I'll see you next time, Doctors.